right, today we're talking about MagicSchool.ai. That is the website, MagicSchool.ai. Once you go there, you'll see this. Got it for teachers right here, signing up free for life for teachers. All the features, it's just limited on how many times you can use them. I haven't ran into a limit yet, and I'm on the free plan. So if you go down, you can look over, you can save over 10 hours a week, it claims. We're talking about lesson planning, rubric creation, text leveling, all kinds of tools. There's over 60 tools just for teachers in here, and they're adding more all the time. And so you can differentiate, write assessments, IEPs, communicate clearly, so much wonderful stuff. All right, so just peeking through it right here on the website, 100% free. So to log in, here's what we do. So after going to MagicSchool.ai, you just click the login button. And you'll see right here. So yes, it lets you log in with Google, but you can also sign in with Microsoft, which is our school credentials. So we can sign in with our school credentials right here. Go ahead and click that. All right, and there we are. So if you look through here, you'll see all the different tools that are available. It has it sorted by most popular. You can do it alphabetically if you're looking for something specific. You can also search at the top, or if you're like, hey, I'm doing some lesson planning, click the planning button. You'll see here you can get examples and non-examples, which you know could be really hard to do. So it's really nice how it creates those. You have lesson planning, great, especially if you're having a substitute. Think about that. You can make a, instead of a substitute just giving busy work, you can actually have the substitute, working through a lesson. You can even generate scripts for them, songs for them to sing with the kids that explain the topic, some Q&A, so in case the sub gets asked something they might not know the answer to, you can have a bunch of recommended questions and answers already ready to go for the substitute. So pretty neat right there. Project-based learning, syllabus generator, all kinds of great stuff. So if you go through content, here's some of the content ones, rubric creators, pretty amazing to watch in real time. When you come to this website, it will make you click through 10 steps when you're the first time logging in. And in one of the steps, you actually create a rubric. So you'll see that creation. It makes you go through that before you can really start using the tools. And let's see, intellectual prep. Now emails, the email one is super great. So with email family, well, or responding, the email responder tool down here. So if you had an email from a parent, you can go ahead and paste that in what the parent's email says to you. And then it'll ask, what do you want to get across in it? So let me go ahead and just click on it so you can see what that looks like. So put the email you're responding to, the author, and what you want to communicate in the response. And saying, we're working on that, or whatever it is. So even if it's we did one recently with a cafeteria complaint, so food in the cafeteria wasn't good, and we put in there just playing around, don't be picky, no big deal. That's what we put as what we wanted to communicate in response, and it was wonderful. I mean, it gets across very professionally. It says, hey, we strive to the importance of good quality nutrition, and we do our best with our staff and our resources, things like that. It's really good at helping you out with your emails, so I definitely recommend it. All right, so let's talk about another tool that's in here. So Raina. Raina is their chatbot. It's their chat GPT, if you will. And so if you go ahead and click down here, so you'll see it gives some suggestions to get started, but you can really ask it anything. Anything you're trying to work through. Help me create a lesson plan for 6th grade slope intercept form. Okay, so it starts with a basic one, and this is a starting point. Just remember that. Now, this is just helps you, instead of starting with a blank canvas or having to look to old or other resources, you can actually just, here we go. Instead of having something blank, now we're starting. So, okay, well, actually, I need it to wrap up in a certain amount of time. Put the time limit you need. It'll adjust. Go through and talk to it. It's like, well, for activities, I'd like some great engaging activity ideas. It's nice outside. How about some outside activity ideas for the class to help with this? And see, it did have an extension activity on there, but it's given some ideas. Yeah, all kind of behavioral intervention. If you're having a student that commonly interrupting during a lesson or acting up in class, whatever, you can speak to it and it'll give some really great ideas. Just remember, this is AI, it's not perfect, but it's seen everything. It's seen everything publicly available on the internet. So it's like Pinterest and Teachers Pay Teachers. It has all that knowledge inside it. So we can just pull on that in real time. So instead of having to browse Pinterest to come up with a good idea to explain fractions, oh, pool noodles, that's great. Well, this could come up with that and walk you through step by step. Can you... That's why I shouldn't look at the keyboard when I type, but I still haven't gotten good at that all these years. All right, and so here we go. For the outdoor sports activity, you can set a location, prepare, guided exploration, measurement, calculate. So all this good stuff. Great. Your history is always here. You can always go to your output history. And now here's another thing. If you hover over anything that you produce in any of these tools, you can just look over and export it to Microsoft Word, to a Google document, to printing it. You can copy it. If you click Save Resource and give it a title, just for temporary sake, you can go over to your output history, and your output history has everything. This is what we were just talking about right now. However, you can go over to your saved resources, and so if you specifically save something, then it doesn't get lost in all the conversations you may be having with the chatbot. Like, nope, this one thing is super important. I need this, and so there you go. If you want to see the whole thread where you talked about it, click the thread button, and it brings you back to that entire chat that you were doing. So great stuff right there. Let's go ahead and look. Love is fun because you can connect. You got all these people, all these teachers around the country and probably world using MagicSchool, and you can learn a lot by seeing some of the ideas that they throw on here and how to interact with it. This person right here, Adil Khan, this is the creator. He's a principal right outside of Denver, Colorado. It might be inside Denver, but it's in that area. But a lot of great stuff here, so definitely good to connect with that community and learn more. Share the magic, upgrade. So they do have paid options, but not expensive, but at the same time, you get basically everything. So if you look down here, what is the difference? So you see, they say unlimited, all this stuff, and this one just says check mark, doesn't say unlimited. So that means that they can limit you if you go a little crazy with it. Your history, resources, and threads, that it just straight out says limited. And then if you look down here, exclusive early access for new stuff, customizations, all that kind of stuff. So just keep in mind there are some differences, but they all qualify as FERPA compliant. Very good to consider. That's why we have a lot of AI tools that are blocked in the district, and this is a huge reason of it. We need to know that this, what we're entering in there isn't getting trained on, and it's going to end up being in the output of some bot in the future. So you just got to make sure that these things are there. And let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and click down here. Now, this is probably the best part of it. Saved it for last. If you click down here and you say add the Chrome extension, now I already have it, but it'll take you straight here. You can add the Chrome extension. What is the Chrome extension? It's right up here. There it is. All right. And so enable on this site, set up. So when I go back, let's say I go to google.com. Or just any website. As long as you're on a website, you can't be on just the new tab button. But see down here, you have that M. So the M for MagicSchool. It exists everywhere you are. You click on it. Your first time doing it, you'll have to click sign into Microsoft and go ahead and use your school credentials. But after that, it's always there. So I have a student that interrupts my instruction all the time. How can I deal with this? Very great for new teachers. Actually, it's an issue I still struggle with, but yeah. So dealing with interruptions from students can be challenging, but there are a few simple steps you could try. Set clear expectations, use a signal, address the behavior privately, provide alternative outlets, and reinforce positive behavior. And so it's nice. You have a chatbot there, and it's good at more than just with education. So let's say you're working in Microsoft Excel, and you need help creating a table. So how do I create a table in Excel? There you go. Open on your computer, enter your data in a cell in a worksheet, select the range of cells that you want, and then in the toolbar, click the Insert button. Click Table, hit OK, and there you go. So just very super helpful thing to have right there at your fingertips at all times. Not only the chatbot part, but all the tools. So instead of having to go back to the website to do it, you can go ahead and use these tools. Now, when you're creating with these tools, so grade level, I'm just going to do the same thing. And Florida. And see there, it has the Florida standards. Now, always look over that stuff. It's not always going to be 100% correct. You need to definitely pay attention. The onus is still on you as a teacher to check over and make sure everything you have is accurate, aligned, and within Florida standards. So just keep that in mind, but great to have that here. Another thing is you can actually, well, at least on the website, you might not be able to do it in here. Let me go to the website to do it. All right. When you're using any of these tools, so let's say email a family. All right, author name is Mr. Darlow. All right, content, potluck next Wednesday, during field day. I know, I'm already thinking about the end of school. All right, so just letting everybody know. And there we go. Hope this email finds you well. I wanted to take a moment to personally invite you and your family to our potluck next Wednesday. Okay, that's not bad, but make it fun. All right. Hope this email finds you well. I'm excited to extend this a special invitation. We're planning to make it more memorable. Too long. Add sarcasm. Now, I don't recommend using sarcasm, but it's just fun to play with when I'm showing off these tools. All right, I hope you're ready for our most thrilling event of the school year. I'm absolutely thrilled to invite you to our super exciting potluck. Brace yourselves for a truly unforgettable experience. So you take away the quotes, it's actually legitimate. I like this. We decided to spice things up a bit, talk of the town. You know, potlucks are just too exhilarating. All right, won't go into it, but you see, it's all right there. And once again, you can export this however you need to, or just copy and paste it. It's there forever. Just remember, all these tools now allow you to talk to the bot back and forth to really refine your product, whatever you're working on. Whether it's a rubric, a syllabus, maybe you want to differentiate really well. You want some that, hey, take in this passage. I need you to make it at this AR level and this AR level or Lexile level, and just go ahead and enter the information you need. Imagine being able to have a passage that is at the exact reading ability for each one of your students, maybe a little bit higher to push each one of them a little higher. So that way your lows aren't completely, not knowing what's going on, and your highs aren't going, this is too easy. Give everybody a challenge. You can do that now. It doesn't take, hours and hours of prep work to do anymore. It takes minutes, seconds even. All right. Well, that's MagicSchool in a nutshell. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. My email address is darlows@santarosa. The rest of it. And you can even call or text me, 850-665-0446. Very excited to help you guys in the schools with these, and look forward to seeing what you create. All right. Take care.